Hi. The Democrats are trying to impeach Donald Trump again. This time it can only be described as truly absurd, or just absurdly stupid. The Democrats' article of impeachment contains a single article. Take a look. It states, and I'll quote, President Trump addressed a crowd of his political supporters nearby. There, he reiterated false claims that we won this election and we won it by a landslide. This is true. Trump did address a group of his supporters and he did profess that he had won the election. There is actually a real question on whether or not the results of the election are accurate. Trump's statement has not been proven false. Court cases and investigation will determine this fact over time. But Trump has every right to make these statements. A link to this issue is above. Trump's statements are called political speech, political advocacy, which is the action of supporting or creating an issue, a political issue, on a local, state, or federal level. Political advocacy is not against the law, and is certainly not insurrection or an incitement to insurrection. The article of impeachment continues with, and I'll quote again, he also willfully made statements that encouraged and foreseeably resulted in imminent lawless action at the Capitol. This is a lie. Trump did not make any statement that could have been foreseeably seen to have resulted in imminent lawless action at the Capitol. Actually, he did just the opposite. He said, and I'll quote, I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. Here he is actually making this statement.
We have come to demand that Congress do the right thing and only count the electors who have been lawfully slated. I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. Today we will see whether Republicans stand strong for integrity of our elections, but whether or not they stand strong for our country.
Peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. That does not sound like a statement inciting insurrection. As usual, Speaker Pelosi and Senator Schumer are intentionally misrepresenting things to not only the American public, but their fellow members of the House and Senate. Most members of Congress have not reviewed Trump's speech on January 6th. They will believe what false information they are fed by Pelosi and Schumer. Let's look at the legality of the charge that the articles make. The U.S. Supreme Court has, over many years, formulated rules that must be used when declaring that someone incited insurrection. They are 1. The speech explicitly incites illegal action. 2. There must be intent through expression to cause harm. And 3. Imminent harm. All 3 things must be satisfied for someone to be guilty of inciting insurrection. Let's go through them. Trump's speech never explicitly incites illegal action. Actually, it explicitly expresses peaceful protest, not illegal action. There was no intent through Trump's speech to cause harm. Actually, his intent was to have his supporters demonstrate in a peaceful manner, a peaceful and patriotic manner. Here he is again.
I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard.
And therefore, Trump's speech could not be shown to have caused imminent harm. The reality of the situation is that the House and Senate security officials rejected 6 calls by the chief of the U.S. Capitol Police before January 6th to call in the National Guard to assist the Capitol Police. 6 requests by the Capitol Police for more support to protect the Capitol building, ignored. If the House and Senate security officials had acted appropriately, there would have been no possible way that the Capitol building would have been breached. How could Trump know that there would not be an appropriate level of security at the Capitol? The demonstration was not a secret. So because things got out of whack because of poor security measures, Pelosi and Schumer think that they can tar Trump with a false charge of incitement of insurrection. Think about that. More lies. They never stop. The federal government is truly broken. Why do we put up with this? Well, I hope this helps. Have a good day.